Alright, I'm outside here. That's the Tundra. Might get into that one of these days. You see there's a Bobcat down there. Getting some work done. I got Luke's Concrete doing some work here. Final prep for the pour. This is where the garage is going to be. Will be tomorrow, or actually today. Hopefully pour tomorrow, we'll see. But this will be the future garage. Not huge, but larger than I'm used to. 30 by 20. It's going to be about 600 square feet, 15 feet tall. So we'll have plenty of room to work on all the stuff we're working on. Bobcat, that's the trailer that got us here. You get a sweet peek of what my view is in this area. It's beautiful. Just walked the dogs, saw some deer. Can't complain. Good times. We'll catch up on the progress of the garage. As soon as I get more done, I'll keep you all updated. Well, looks like we finally are pouring some concrete. Had some bad weather. Looks like it's gonna clear up just enough. So this is gonna be for our new garage. Let's go down and check out what's going on. Here we go. We are pouring concrete. Little by little, it'll fill up. There we go. That's how they get it done, guys. Come back when it's all poured to give you an update. Alright, so soon we're going to put everything that's in here into there. Well, as soon as we get the building up anyhow. We saw them pour yesterday. You can see it's ready to walk on. And there we go. This will be the slab that's going to hold the building for our workshop slash garage. Walk over here real quick. It's a nice overcast, possible thunderstormy 75-degree 8 a.m. morning in Canyon Lake. There's the pieces for our Quonset style garage workshop. So hopefully by the end of next week we'll have a garage. So that being said, Gene keeping you all updated little by little. Took about 2 weeks to get to this stage because of some weather delays. And yeah, you see I got a fence up. That happened the last few days. So here we go. We shall have it done soon. Alright, another update. We got some work done today on the garage. That is not our cat. That's some random cat that came up. Don't go into the backyard. You're going to find yourself with 3 dogs that might be overly friendly. But anyhow, we moved a lot of the components that were over here in the front to here. So everything is done with the concrete. This is our steel building that we're assembling at the moment. Okay, you see we elected to go with the ridges. That's what I'm calling it, or little sidewalk steps, whatever, where the building is set. The walls will set in this groove right here, and it runs the whole length of the foundation. You have the other option to get a long metal plate from SteelMaster, where we got our building, and go with that. This is a Quonset style building, so the walls, the roof is a series of arches. In this situation, it is a series of 15 arches. and our building is 30 feet long and 20 feet wide. You get everything you need except for the ladder and the tools. Have our guys from T2 Welding that got referred to us. They're great so far. They're doing some work. They're going to be putting this up for us. And the concrete was done by our good, awesome contractor at Luke's Concrete here in the Canyon Lake, New Braunfels, San Antonio area. So this is where we're at. And hopefully by the end of the week, we'll have a fully assembled building. Alright guys, this is full day one of actually assembling the garage. So the guys got about a third of it done, and that's after laying stuff out yesterday for about an hour and then coming back with all the supplies they needed. Now that they got started, tomorrow the arches should be complete, but this is it. This is a preview of what the Quonset style garage is going to look like. And then we got a lot of work to do inside once it's all done. Alright, just give me, we'll keep at it. Should be done soon. So a couple pictures here showing the guys at Travis and his crew from T2 Welding assembling the building in the early stages. You want to form the arches on the ground. Basically hand tightening the bolts, the hardware, which are sealed bolts. In other words, they have a grommet so that they don't leak. As each one goes up and you connect the other arch, you do not want to torque it down until you're completely done. It leaves it a little flexible. We didn't know what the weather was going to be like as far as wind, so it's a good tip to support it. They used 12-foot 2x4s and just stood them up against it to give it support as they went along. And once the building was completely assembled, they went and torqued all the bolts down, and there's a lot. And once it's done, it's a solid structure. So as advertised, it works great. Take your time. You're going to need a couple ladders. And honestly, the best way to do this, and unfortunately, I didn't have the resource of people, so I had to, contact these gentlemen, which did a great job. Don't regret it at all. They were awesome. It was a team of 4 guys that got it done in 3 days. They worked from about 8 a.m. till 3 p.m. every day and got it done, ready to go, sealed and good in 3 days' time. So just to give you an idea, and we'll continue with the video. Well, the garage is done. You can almost hear the echo. Everything's set in place, very sturdy. SteelMaster's Quonset style, repeated a few times. It is a series of arches that build the garage. Back door, back wall, it sits in the groove. We showed it earlier. Concrete was built with a groove. That's where the legs rest into. They're L-bracketed in. Next week, Luke's Concrete's going to come by and finish that off. So they'll be grouting it with concrete to fill in all those little gaps, those little triangle gaps, both inside and out, and that'll make the last seal. And we were able to pull the Supra out of the garage. There's a preview of it. We'll do a little more of that later at another date. The garage door is not in yet, but it's coming. Middle of next week we'll have a garage door ready to go. So, very happy with the building. SteelMaster sent everything you needed to put it together. Get a quick close-up here. It's a series of many nuts and bolts all the way to the top and to the bottom. The guys at T2 Welding, Travis and his boys here in San Antonio, Texas, put it together for me. It took them about 3 full days. with a group of 4 guys. So SteelMaster's estimate was pretty much dead on. Very happy. We have some scrap here from cutting down the walls on the front and the rear. You can see the side there. You see how it sits in the groove. Alright, tube. One last update of the garage. You see, we finished the flooring. So we went with the Rust-Oleum standard epoxy floor covering for the garage. Came out pretty nice. Starting to move things into the garage. Still got a lot of work. No electrical ran yet, but we're getting that done soon. We're running on a extension cord. We hung the lights, so we have some light at night, but we're just off the extension cord. Car needs to be washed. Got a box fan because it's hot. And you can see here from the last segment, this was all opened. So now it's all been concreted in on both the interior and the exterior. See if we can get a decent picture here, or a video. You can see here the exterior side of the building. We went ahead and concreted in all the gaps. So the flooring, again, Rust-Oleum, the standard one. It's not the rock solid. I looked for it on Amazon, thought it might be less. Ended up finding it about $60 cheaper overall at our local Home Depot. This works great. Need to work on my sprinkles throwing technique. Bunched up heavy on some areas and not on others, but the flooring came out really nice, protected, slick, easy to clean. There we go. That's pretty much it. So gonna organize in here, run some power, hang some studs for some shelving, etc. If you're curious, we used 3 gallons worth, or a 2.5 car garage kit and a 1 car garage kit worth of the Rust-Oleum in here to cover the whole floor and give it a good coverage. This is a 30 by 20 building, 600 square feet. All right, tube. Finalizing the garage build project, our Quonset style building from SteelMasters. No sponsorship. We paid in full, just like everyone else. Just looked them up, did some research, and we're comfortable with their reviews and what they had to offer. Talked to them, placed the order, they delivered it, and we got all the pieces. Came complete with everything. The guys at T2 Welding here in the Canyon Lake, New Braunfels area, they specialize in building steel buildings and usually have to weld and cut and do a bunch of stuff. They're very impressed with how this went together. Did not have to do a whole lot of extras other than cutting the door for the back door. Everything else was included. All the panels aligned as advertised. All the hardware was included. The silicone, the foam, everything you needed. It's already been through a heavy rainstorm. We got some nasty rain about 2 days after we finished it. And no leaks. It's been great. So concrete went down smooth, as you saw in the video. The style we chose to do, again, was having the grooves for the walls put into the concrete frame that got grouted over. And of course, the walls were actually bolted down to the base, and then concrete got grouted into the seams, into the triangle areas, as I called it. And yeah, the building is solid. It's not going anywhere. We added a garage door, and there's a lot of internal stuff we need to do. That's on me. I'm going to be adding some studs to hang things, workbench, and get everything organized. So that'll come a little bit later. Thank you to the guys at T2 Welding for assembling the building. They were awesome. They got it done in 3 days. Thank you for the work by Luke's Concrete. They did a killer job on the slab. And you SteelMasters, thank you for the support and all the questions. They answer very quickly. Never had to wait more than half a day for a response from them over email. Every time I called, they answered. Made sure we were ready to go the moment the truck showed up with all the materials. other than that, we're all good. We're done with that. Moving on to the next phase, getting some other stuff done. Car reviews are coming soon. I got my hat on. It says boost mode. For those who like boost, turbo boost that is. From my friends over at We Ride. They have a cool new automotive lifestyle clothing line they're releasing. It's We Ride with 2 eyes on the ride. And they have their own YouTube channel. They're based out of Utah. Great friends of mine from the Supra community. They got a pair of awesome Mark IV Supras. Check them out. Check out their website, weride.com. Again, 2 eyes on the ride. And yeah, we'll talk to you soon.